Yeah, it sure is, Ashley. A return to normal life is within reach. That according to the state epidemiologist. He says COVID numbers are looking good. And while we can't abandon all precautions we've taken over the last couple of years, definitely not in the next couple of months at least, we can start to look at loosening things up a bit.
The worst of the Omicron surge appears to be behind us.
State epidemiologist Dr. Dean Sidelinger sharing some promising news Friday. The COVID-19 virus is losing momentum. Sidelinger says newly diagnosed cases of COVID have fallen 71% from the peak just a few weeks ago. Test positivity is declining, and daily COVID-related hospitalizations appear to have crested.
Recall that when we first sounded the Omicron alarm last December, credible projections called for hospitalizations to be more than twice as high as we've experienced. Thankfully, we never realized that dreaded breaking point.
Sidelinger points to people getting vaccinated and boosted, limiting gatherings and unnecessary travel, and of course, wearing masks, a requirement that'll be lifted at the end of March for both public indoor spaces and schools. Though when it comes to schools, the director of the Oregon Department of Education says individual school districts will make the final call about whether or not to drop masking.
Our school districts need to have thoughtful conversations about the impacts of moving away from universal masking and what that will look like for every individual that they serve. They also need time to talk to their staff and make sure that those staff feel comfortable interacting with dozens of students and individuals every single day. They need to have discussions with their community.
With more than 6 weeks to go until the mask mandate is lifted, it's unclear what school districts will do. Only time will tell. What is clear is this.
Our emergence from the Omicron onslaught depends on our continued diligence over the next 2 months. We cannot risk squandering our hard-earned progress when a return to normal life is finally, and at long last, within our reach.
After that mask mandate is lifted at the end of next month, there's always a chance that conditions can worsen. But Dr. Sidelinger alluded to it being highly unlikely that conditions would get so bad we would need another mask mandate. We shall see.